Welcome back to some professional Starcraft 2, the DreamHack Master Summer Finals. Quarterfinals, I think. Two of the best in the entire world and of their regions. Now, in the top right, the man who is a case study on potential carpal tunnel, as well as how to actually beat Cyril. Here in this ZVT, though, the Italian sensation, Reynor. And in the bottom left, the man, the myth, the machine, the most mechanically solid Terran, at least for a time, the most mechanically solid Terran, known for the opposite of his name when it comes to his builds, but recently branching out significantly. Still near the very tippy top. It's innovation. We'll see if he breaks any of that out. Before, it used to be like, Innovation will be doing one of his two builds in this matchup every single game. And no matter what you do, there would be games he would just straight up lose to like early pool first or all in. I'm not going to scout. I'm not going to do anything. I'm doing my build. And if you do a build that kills it, you're a noob cheeser. I don't think he would say that. I just think he would think it is the scenario. Jimmy, what have you done? Ah, put me down! Okay. Yeah, Smirkovation. Now the real question. Now the most important thing. Place your bets. How many drones will the Reaper kill? Well, obviously no drones. But how many Lings? Because we all know Clem's Reaper has +1 to Ling kills. So he usually gets 2. I bet Innovation can rack up at least 1. Okay. Alright. Oh, great Ling micro out of Raynor. 0 kills, and the Queens will pop. Looks like 0. He ain't no Clem. Factory on the way. I mean, it's TVZ. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Ah, Brenda! Succeeding you, Brenda. Karen, stop! Stop! Use those on the Reaper. But the Reaper's fast, and you're slow. Stop. What do we say? Use your nice words. Ten drones on the way. Raynor has no intentions of any sort of super early on. I mean, there's still maybe like roaches potentially on the table. It's on like, oh, Karen, stand behind me. What? I want to go in front. Stop it. You're slowing everyone down. Ah. Oh my god. Jimmy. This is... You think we would have worked this out by now. No. Don't you know, like, we're professional! What am I doing? No benefits for you. What a great start. Armory! On the way. Hellbats are the order of the day. Just a good old-fashioned Hellbat attack. We've seen it. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's one of the things most countered by Queens. Sure, if it catches you by surprise, if the Queens are out of position, or there's not enough creep spread. Well, the Hellbats are spotted, though. The Baneling Nest is halfway done. How many Queens are there? There are only 4 total. He hasn't been super diligent. Does he actually just wall off? Does this work? Is this a good idea? Because you can kind of, like, get a concave. The Lings will last for about... Well, he didn't hard wall. He's target firing down. You have to target fire. Yo, the medevac, but the flames. Raynor just taking a lot of damage. The medevac goes down, but the Queens are getting broasted here. Broasted is broiled plus roasted at the same time, right? It's just a it's not just a fancy way I don't know what broiling is. That sounds like a made-up word. Like all words. But what I'm trying to say is this did way too much damage. I feel like Raynor should have... Oh my god. Well, those drones getting broasted as well. And, so I was like... People are like, Innovation versus Raynor, Winter, you gotta cast it. It's an epic, amazing series. Raynor super dead. Broiling is cooking by exposed food to direct radiant heat, either on a grill, over live coals, or below a gas burner or electric coil. Broasted it is. Seems about right for what we just saw there. We'll see if Raynor can make his way out of the toaster oven. It's like, Winter, that's different! That's baking things! Well, right now, all I know is his goose is getting cooked. So Innovation just kind of walks over and burns down Raynor's entire family. All his queens, all his drones. That's about it. That's all he had. And hopefully that is not an indicator of things to come. That was about as one-sided as a Mobius strip there in Game 1. Yes, Raynor. Crispy. Innovation. Master Chef. Grandmaster Chef. Why do they have Master Chefs but not Grandmaster Chefs? Important questions. They might have Grandmaster Chefs. I'm Googling it. It's a song, and it's a Guild Wars thing. I don't know what I expected. Okay, so is Innovation actually going to be taking the pocket base? Wait, what's happening? Raynor's scouting for hidden RAX, or proxy RAX. I think. We're on Golden Wall, so everything's already a mess. This map is well known, well documented shenanigans. But I haven't seen this in a while. So technically you have the mineral wall. There's the golden wall over here, of course, with golden minerals. And then you have the mineral wall with only 20 minerals apiece. So that's 4 trips with a normal worker, or 1 for a mule, because mules are somehow balanced. But is Innovation actually going to expand to the back? Or... Because is this a CC? Wait, whoa. This is a CC first. I don't know. I was too busy broasting. Moving on. He went CC first in his base. And I think he's going to put it at the pocket base here. At the back. So, innovating for sure. And now he's going to use the SCVs to take down these minerals. Okay. Don't try this at home. This is super risky. Like, if Raynor... I'm actually surprised an Overlord... I think his first Overlord... He should have had a scout on this by now. His first Overlord must have not gone across the map. Which is really surprising. So this actually won't be scouted for quite a while. Yeah, there definitely should have been an OV by now here, if he had just sent it straight across. So everything so far is panning out perfectly for Innovation. His CC first is not scouted, nor will it be scouted very necessarily. Though the Overlord is going to come in, it's going to see, you don't have an Expo. That's weird. There are multiple Marines to block out the OV. So Raynor is in a weird spot right now, because Innovation actually has a better economy, and Raynor has to figure out what's going on. He's getting Overlord speed. I don't even know what you do. Like, Innovation's just going... He's going double starport battlecruiser, because why wouldn't you? Raynor can't actually get to you unless he takes down the minerals. And he can't take down the minerals without Innovation seeing because another Marine is spotting for it. Everything's coming together. Raynor's about to see this. Let's go to the Raynor cam. He's like, okay, whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay. God. Oh,
it's so fucking stupid. It hurts so much.
I mean, it's actually really smart, I think, but... This does tilt over into the, like, Twitch chat Grandmaster builds that actually work. But then again, Innovation has been showing a lot of those lately. This only works on good players. Because Raynor was so diligently scouting in, like, for proxies and other important things like that. He actually scouted this way too late. If he had just sent his OV straight across, he would have known. But because he's too high level for that, Innovation just bamboozled him. And yeah, it's double starport battlecruiser. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? And the answer is not much. There's like he can't just go. I don't even think he has a lair. There's no lair. He's gonna run the queens across. Okay, good luck with that. I don't... There's minerals in the center, but the Marine! You get the minerals! Eat them! Eat the minerals! He got them. Okay, well done. But, so... Innovation, just sitting back. There's a wall here. Oh my god. Oh, Raynor. Oh. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Get through the wall? Well, guess where we are. Okay. Innovation ready to bring out the battle cruisers. Good luck with this! Like, I don't even know what Raynor does now. They're battle cruisers. They jump to the back of the naturally. He's gonna deal with queens. The lair is well. The thing is, it's not so much that the battle cruisers are gonna end the game. There's plenty. Oh, you did get creep to the back, Brenda! One job. You have one job. This is why you can't hold down a job. You're 6 minutes old, and you're still sitting by the hatchery saying, "Can I just inject this?" No, we have already other queens. You were supposed to put. Shut up, Karen. I know. The no creep to the main is actually a big... It already is a big issue. Is he going bio after this? Why not? Okay, then. He just switches off of 2 starport battlecruiser into bio. And he's gonna have Marines with stim and +1 by the time mutas are out. How many queens is that? 12 queens. With more on the way. Go get him! Wait, I think he has jump though, so. Brenda! He has tactical jump. How is that fair? We don't know. We've been asking that for like 2 years. And what did we get? A nerf to our knitting needles. Oh, but tactical jump takes 1 second to cast. That's fair. That's a fair trade. Plenty of Zerg. Like, Raynor's just going mass Zergling. I don't... Like, what's the plan? What's the plan? He's... How do you come back from this? Is it gonna work? He's literally just making Zerglings. A huge Zergling attack. There's already Marines. It's doing so... It killed a few tanks. Oh no! The battle cruisers! The queens had to go all the way around! Ah! It's a disaster for Raynor. Innovation already has a nice amount of workers with a nice economy. Raynor's upgrades are behind. He's building mutas. But, like, that's not... 8 mutas don't even kill a battlecruiser. 8 mutas might kill 1 battlecruiser if it doesn't have tactical jump. Maybe. I don't actually know. I think it's close. He'll lose a couple mutas. Mutas show up, battlecruisers jump out. You can't explain that. Actually, I think I could... So Raynor has survived. I guess I've been Craigasming, as it said, all over Innovation's build to the point of like, how does Innovation actually kill? I've been as a Zerg player, and I'm 1/3 Zerg myself, so I can say that. As a Zerg player, battlecruisers, those flying laser bathtubs, until you get some sort of air out, it feels like you're sitting there. It's like being... It's like Chinese water torture, but with lasers, where you can't really stop it. You can just try to slow it down, but if you survive that, you might be okay, but there will be some trauma. And right now, Raynor, he is alive. He's fine. He's okay. He's got a lot of Lings and Banes. He's got mutas. The problem is Innovation can walk across, and if he gets into the position underneath the main, like, Raynor needs to mine out those minerals. How many games have we seen? Not that many, but we've seen several high-profile games where you jam the siege tanks up against the mineral wall and make a ridiculous choke point. How many queens are there? There are 13 queens, a baker's dozen. But Raynor, he got broiled last game, and these eggs might be over easy when Innovation comes in and starts splattering the main with siege tank shells and damage. Because our eggs spawn on the side of the tanks. So it's a cooking joke. All right, so a whole lot of mutilings and banes. The sensor tower doesn't actually cover any of the other part of the map, the non-DLC content that you don't have to mine through. The mutas are in the main. Okay, Raynor, a base trade is probably his best chance, because he has the other 70% of the map. There's not nearly enough Marines. Raynor's going for it. The reinforcements scrambling back. A small force left down on the other side. Oh, the Thor! Doing a huge amount of splash damage. If the mutas had been able to spread, it might have been enough. But instead, the mutas even getting taken out by turrets. The Lings forced to retreat. Innovation. He holds. He took some damage. But now he steps forward into Raynor's main. Raynor lost his spawning pool, by the way. So he has to rebuild that. Only building mutas. I'm not sure where the... I think the spire is at the natural. Where is the spire? Yeah, it's right there. I'm blind. Couple more mutas pop out. So Innovation jumps right back to the attack. The reinforcements moving from the underground path. Raynor, I think that counterattack had a lot more potential, but he got jammed up by a Thor. Innovation backs off. He's eviscerated the main. Raynor forced to retreat to the other side of the map. What was once east versus west has become more of a north versus south situation. Another baneling nest. A Thor! Oh, God. It doesn't die on the second volley of muta attacks, but that's a lot of mutas. The Thor didn't have enough upgrades. Meanwhile, a big attack through the center. The Queens. Brenda! We left a few of them out there. Where's Catherine? We don't know. Gasp. The mutas struggling, as well as the Queens. Yamato cannons thinning the number. I'm not exactly sure what's happening underneath here. How many Marines are going to survive this? Is it enough? The unit's lost. Oh, God. Wow, that's worse than I thought. Almost double the resources lost. Innovation abiding by that medevacs for all fallacy. Every single Marine gets its very own medevac. Raynor's like, do I even bother? If I don't have banelings, it's gonna be... Oh, speaking of banelings, here comes another round! Battlecruiser's finally taken out. The medevacs retreat. The Marines not so lucky. Raynor's handling that, like, I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised Raynor is still in this game, let alone in a potentially winning position. But Innovation was kind of bottled up in the bottom right of the map. He chose that path. He chose to be stuck in that location. But it hasn't won him the game. He's still in a good spot. He's got 3-3 done. He's got 4 going on 5 bases. He's got the Golden Wall base. The Mutas can't fight. They only have +1 attack. 3-3 Marines with any amount of medevacs. You need Banelings. Banelings are required. Not just Lings. You also need Banelings. You can't beat these Marines without them. Raynor's still holding it together. He's still got like five-ish bases. It's kind of hard. It's kind of weird to count. Innovation with bigger army supply, but coming in from the back. Baneling's trying to crash through, but not even reaching the edge of the crate. Baneling's chasing down the SCVs. Gets through the depot wall. More Banelings at the front. There's still a lot of Marines at the back. The reinforcements step to the front. The Queen's gunned down. Another round of Banelings. Raynor, he takes a step back, and Innovation takes 2 forward. 15 SCVs went down. Innovation's under 50 SCVs, which is, he's dropping to a precarious number. He still has a lot of mules. I'd say around 50 is where you start getting a little concerned. Before that, you still have plenty of mules, and if you're near max, it's not a huge issue. Especially if your upgrades are done, your production is up. The SCVs are mostly for mining gas at that point. Well, the Mutas find an opportunity. A lot of Innovation's forces scramble back. So, I gotta say, I gotta get my predetermined bias out of here. The original, like, those 2 battlecruisers are pretty much game winners, even if they don't win the game. That's out. Raynor has lived. He doesn't have a hive, though. He's up against 3-3. Innovation scans to see if Raynor has any more bases. He's eliminated the possibility of bases to the right side of the map. He's eliminated the bottom left. So now he knows he's got him on the ropes. 137 to 90 army supply. The units lost tells a tough story as well. Innovation hasn't been winning, but he definitely hasn't been losing. Raynor's been doing a whole lot of not being dead yet. The hive is probably the only way to turn the tables here. And even then, this is one of the most awkward things. Yeah, if there are any medevacs, Zerglings can't win. Mutos can't win. You gotta have the Banelings. And relying on Banelings is risky at best. Oh, that's a lot of Marines. Well clumped. Oh my god. Off a creep, though. Plenty of time to split. Not even particularly incredible splits, but that's a lot of Banelings. But Raynor's in the main with the Mutas, going for the orbital command. Raynor, in the middle of the map, was able to win, I think, a smaller fight, but the reinforcement's on the way. The Marines, enough of them standing tall. Down goes the orbital. But how do you stop this army? The medevacs struggle. Well, actually, the Muta's struggling. I think he just lost one to a turret. There's only so many bases left here. Innovation. Marching forward. What was expected to be a while ago. Raynor, a testament to his tenacity, surviving this long. The Muta's still struggling. The Muta's, against players of Innovation's caliber, not really a comeback unit. They're okay if you're even or ahead to maintain that advantage and get you to hive tech or more bases, but you're kind of living on a prayer. The thing is, he didn't really have a choice. What, he's going to go Hydras? No, not against a... God, the Marines. Even though there's way more Mutas. Raynor obviously struggling. Innovation's down to 30 SCVs. But... GG. 2-0 for an innovation. That Reynor showed some fight there, but I don't think at any point, even though he kept winning fights, maybe the base trade, I think that was the best chance when he went in towards the main. But innovation was definitely in the driver's seat for most of the game. And even if you're winning fights with Mutaling Bane, Muta's dying, Ling's dying, Baneling's dying. These are units that you have to replace, and thus slows down your tech. Mutas are just very gas heavy. Am I right? You know it. Raynor has a difficult task. And innovation is going to make it a little harder. I wonder where you're going, little SCV. What could you be doing? Building. Oh. Well, that was a little suspicious. Actually, wait a second. The Overlord.
Get the fuck out of here!
Innovation just goes home. Nope. The drone scouting now. Well, that SCV came in, but the perfect Overlord. I don't know if I think he was just sending it straight out. I think innovation was trying to mind game because a lot of players will send their Overlords out to the sides, explicitly looking for barracks, which the ultimate mind game is just building the barracks in the most obvious location, which top tier players sometimes won't scout. But then the Overlord came floating in.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So now innovation, like, the rest of his build is just a little slower. It's not the end of the world, but Raynor definitely comes out with the advantage there, because the mining time, that SCV was like 1/12 or 14th of his economy. And on top of the fact that he wanted to build his first barracks there, which delayed his first RAX slightly. Once again, not huge, but small advantage in terms of resources, and pretty big advantage in terms of morale for Raynor. I gotta say, after a game like the last one, just stopping a cheese before it starts, you're down to like, you can't ask for much more. I guess asking for much more would be like killing the SCVs while building the racks, but that's too much. That's too much to ask. Will he kill a Ling? Oh my god. The Reapers have racked up 0 kills so far this series. I think. At least in the early exchange. He doesn't have that Clem perk. You gotta outfit your Clem perk before you go in order to get kills on the Reapers in this matchup. Raynor with perfect ring pullbacks. Blocks the Reaper from the main. What are we gonna see? Battle Cruiser? I think we're just gonna see Hellion Liberator. That's me just predicting, with no indicator right now. The most macro-oriented. Innovation has 3 tries, so. What comes out of the starport? That will define most of the early game here. Is it a Viking, Liberator, Medevac? I will name all the units. Is it a Tech Lab for battle cruisers? I mean, it will be. Not yet. Okay, maybe now. I thought he was going to build a Viking. He did not build a Viking. I guess getting the Tech Lab early, part of it is if there is a Roach all in, one of the biggest dangers to battlecruiser is that Roaches can just kill you before the battlecruiser comes out. And even if the battlecruiser comes out, it doesn't kill Roaches that quickly. So a solid Roachling all in is dead. The Overlord. Wait, how much? Oh, it sees the fusion core. He knows. And Raynor. One gas. Lair. Wait, is he gonna go Nidus? He's got a roach one on the way. But getting the lair indicates he wants to go Nidus. He might threaten the roaches and go Spire. We'll see. I think it really depends. I don't know on what. Like, probably just on whether Innovation scouts it or how much he wants to feign pressure. Oh. Reaper gets in. Scouts the second gas with the lair as well. Yamato starts, by the way, like, right off the bat. It's not that often you see that. Innovation wants battle cruisers. He's not just going battle cruiser. He's going battle cruisers with a capital S on the end. Like one of those people with weird names, like Innovation, who capitalizes random stuff. It looks cool. Okay. Write your name like a normal person. Like Reynor, who misspelled the Terran Raynor and plays Zerg. Much easier. Making things very ambiguous. Battlecruiser jumps in. Whole lot of queens. Battlecruiser flies right back out. That's not working out. And meanwhile, Ling's in the natural. Able to get us around on these Hellions. Also killing some SCVs. This is incredible. He wasn't building any more Hellions after that. Gets into the main. A devastating counterattack. Raynor defends strongly and kills 6 SCVs. It's going perfectly so far. Everything that went wrong in the previous 2 games has added up, and now he finally gets some solid breaks here. Great timing on the Lings right as the battlecruiser was microwing, and suddenly, while Innovation does have a third base landed, not only, like, Raynor is ahead on workers, he defended the harass, and he has a good idea of what tech is on the way. He saw the second factory. If he was watching closely, he saw Yamato Cannon researching. He knows there's a third command center. He can make well-informed decisions on where he wants to go with this game. Spire on the way. Roaches with +1, ranged attack, and speed. Raynor, I think, is going to go just for the slam. What I'm talking about, you get your 4th base up, you get about 75, 76 workers, and then you get about 60 supply of roaches, 20 supply of corruptors, and you beat Innovation's face in. Like he deserves after that last game. That was a cheeky-ass build. I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it, but I also hated it. Because I'm 1/3 Terran, but also 1/3 Zerg. But I just want to see a good game. No! That was a dirty build, and it only worked because Raynor scouts so diligently. Yamato's thin out the queens. The transfuse is trying to keep it together. Spire just now finished up. More queens pulling up. Brenda, what's happened? Brenda! But she is succeeded by her daughter, Brenda. Of Clan Brenda, led by Alother Onius. For those who know of him. And with him. You remember. The Banner Lord himself. 76 drones. Bunch of corruptors. Bunch of roaches. Baby, we got a stew going. And this time it's Innovation who's getting broasted. Raynor's going to max out. And then it's a brick-like composition. He's got 2 bricks. He's got a roaches in one hand and corruptors in a much higher-up hand. But here they come. Throw a few Ravagers in the mix. Innovation has depots and turrets in order to try to zone this out. Raynor will not be stopped. He will not be silenced. He will not be repelled. Here comes the attack. The Corruptors. There are 3 battlecruisers. I don't know how many Yamatos are online. All 3. Volley comes out. Ravagers breaking through the front. The boys are pulled to repair, but the tanks are falling. Innovation didn't have the front line. Raynor blasts right through. The battlecruisers will remain intact, but everything on the ground is obliterated. Another round of corrosive biles. Upgrades finishing for oh, great split on the roaches to kill that tank. That was that little bit of micro killed the tank and forced the battlecruisers to come back so Raynor could jump the third again with a whole nother round of lings, and the battlecruisers, sure, they can try. They can drizzle lasers onto the roaches, lings, and ravagers, but that's not enough to stop the flood of zerglings. Raynor winds up for another strike, adding more corruptors into the mix. There's no reason not to. He doesn't want to let innovation survive to stabilize. Innovation's at 107 supply. He's down 80 supply. Of course, it's a very efficient 80 between battlecruiser tanks and hellbats. But is it enough? Another wave. The battlecruisers, Yamato back online. Roaches and Ravagers pushing through. Innovation under 100 supply. A round of corrosive bile lands and even hits the battlecruisers as well. Another Yamato. Does he have a jump? No jump? The ground army powers through for Raynor. The Corruptor's targeting down. He's trying to use the SCVs, but they're all falling. Corrosive bile and Corruptors knock him out. And Raynor takes one back with the brute force. There you go. That's what we were looking for. And he finds his way to a victory. Raynor puts one on the board. Death Aura. Death Aura. What an edgy name. Really? Are you serious? Well, it didn't work before, but I am gonna 2-Rex, and no one will stop me. Well, if that's what you want. We will see. And he's building it very close as well. Like, he's not trying very hard to hide it. And this time, the Overlord won't just float out, but Raynor is scouting so early. He's so convinced. He knows. Oh my god. Excuse me! Wait, oh my god. Wait, is he gonna see it? Whoa, 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 whoa. One innovation has once again, like, put it in such a spot that it's such a oh, okay! Ah!
Who does that?
Well. So now he just pulls the drones. He's not going to stop the first one, but if he pulls 4 more drones. He scouted this so early. This is an absolute disaster. 1 out of 3 barracks doesn't cut it. He pulls more of the boys. Drone micro becoming a very relevant part. Oh god. It's like a slow motion train wreck right now. I mean the marine micro's back, but there's just more drones. Like, innovation didn't pull enough is it over? That barracks will finish. I guess. Not a single drone has been lost. Somehow that other SCV. 4 SCVs now. The drone strikes are too strong. The Predator drones of Raynor. Kill the SCV. He gets 6 SCV. Oh my god. It's just... And he's got the WLAs for the speed boost to move back and forth. I mean, will there be a drone? Will this be a perfect game out of Raynor? Is the question. Well, he's definitely gonna lose something, right? Like, he's gotta lose something. There are more Marines produced. He's gonna lose a wing or 2. So far, Raynor has lost nothing. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, there you go. But here are the lings. So this was an utter failure out of Inno. Yeah, even if he killed all these drones, it would still be rough. Get out of there, drones! And I was just stubbornly going, I guess. There's not quite enough links to completely shut this down yet. He did finish the 3rd RAX. Now the real timing that Inno's looking for is the GG timing. Like, when is it appropriate to GG? Like, do you actually play this out? He is. Is that... Are we doing this? I gotta stop assuming the game's... Like, I'm going full pro gamer on this. Like, the game's over, right? It should be. I mean... But Innovation says, no, I got Marines. I got a wall. What are you gonna do about it? Come and kill me. He still has enough. If he didn't have an orbital, if he had pulled more SCVs, here's the delay, and he just slaps a command right on the high ground there. Cancel it and build 3 more RAX. Cancel it and build 3 more RAX, Inno. Do it. More Marines are trying to sneak out. It's a tough life out there. He's bringing more Marines out to save his RAX. Because I think he's correctly guessed that Zergling speed isn't on the way because he pulled so many drones, he wasn't mining gas. Like, he finished all 3 RAX. So there's this weird timing that, might actually have enough Marines to be dangerous. There is a spine crawler from Raynor. There's a second spine on the way. The queens don't really have energy. The creep tumor shut down. Well, this is awkward. It just kills... Oh, that's going to supply block. Oof. He might be able to poke. Like, there's not a transfuse. Oh, the links went the wrong way. He cancels the spine, confident he can defend. He scouted and saw that the command center was finished as well. So, we're playing this. I feel like it's not... it's pretty far gone. The only way to pull this back now... The first option... Let me get to that, Inno. I'm not done. I'm not done yet. The first option was hitting like an awkward timing where Raynor was like, "Well, you're done. You're done attacking me, right?" And hitting that awkward critical mass of Marines that might be able to break through. The second option is just ridiculous, ludicrous greed. We're talking like robber baron, everything. No regard at all for the safety and livelihood of any of his units. Just, well, if I can defend attacks, I'll have 3 orbitals, and thus a chance. Whereas Raynor's like, what if I build 20s? Oh no. What if I build 20 Zerglings? Yeah. And Innovation, like, I know what. Is that Fusion Core in vision range? Yes, it is. It's like, well, now that I've lost all my SCVs and Marines, it's time to get that battlecruiser out. Okay, This did just jump from there's a hope and like a potential, like there's a very narrow path of intense greed that either unpunished or protected was an option. But no. Now Innovation's just like, well, I'm gonna build a battle cruiser. What are you gonna do about it? The answer is just kill it. Because the lair is nearly done. The spire will be halfway done. There'll be plenty of queens. Raynor has 60 drones. It would take, at this point, a Major League Baseball level throw. maybe even more to lose from here. Like, this is... If you were putting betting odds, which I wouldn't do that. We've had bad history of that. But, like, 98% to Raynor here. Yeah, if they... Did you know 1 in 1,000 battlecruisers is actually the Hyperion? If that were the case, and Inno was gambling on that 1 in 1,000 chance, then maybe. Like, it had a Yamato with AoE like everybody thinks Yamato has. It had 3 times as much HP, and also tactical jump was on a 5-second cooldown. Then maybe. Even then, the Corruptors would be a real threat. Will it burn? Yes. You gotta respect it. Like, well, you're gonna have to kill me. I'm not gonna go quietly into the night. I will rage quit against the dying of the battlecruiser. Well, here it is. 8 Corruptors on the way. He can't decide what he wants. The Hellions defend. The Corruptors are halfway down the Queens. Brenda! We can't jump up cliffs. Why can't we fly? What happened? Shh, Karen! We don't talk about that since the accident. For those who don't know, an engineering bay and a bunch of queens collided at the end of the Brood War. And since then, neither of them can fly because of recurring trauma. Anyways, Raynor just kind of wins because, obviously, but... Well, that brings us to match point. Inno desperately trying to get his 2 racks / 3 racks done to limited success. And by that I mean horrible failure 2 games in a row. So that, well. Anyways. Jimmy says, well, it's match point. Gotta run an ad. If you guys could pause ad block, that'd be awesome. Be right back. Gotta support the esports and all that. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, I'm Winter, and I'm here to talk to you all about the exciting things you can do on YouTube every single day. Did you know if you unfull screen this video by tapping or putting the ice mode on your smart refrigerator, or maybe just throwing your controller at your TV if you're on PS4, give it a shot. And then smash that like button. Press the subscribe, but gently. Wait, gently. Ring the bell. You might be like, Winter, I already did. I already rang the bell. Well then, you know what? Unring it and ring it again. See how it feels. Maybe you'll like it. Who knows? But, also, if you're watching live like, Winter, there's no bell on Twitch. Well, look again. Because essentially, every month and every year we get a little bit closer to being a mobile site. Because everything is. Because you guys have phones. You guys have phones, right? And if you have phones, well, then make sure to just click on the channel and check out all the videos you want. You got Pro Game Kit. Did you know that you don't have to just take whatever autoplay just feeds into your face? But instead, you could actually search and seek out videos yourself without the algorithm finding them for you? I know it sounds crazy, but give it a shot. Thank you for watching, good luck, and have fun. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know ads are loud and annoying, but esports in 2020, right? Like, when are you going to get a real job? Game 5. of the DreamHack Masters quarterfinals. The decider. And of course, what better map but Eternal Empire? As these two face off again. This map is like it's almost unfair. The amount of epic games. Now you okay. The amount of the proportion of games on this map to others. Golden Wall and Eternal Empire have disproportionate. Wait. Oh, I thought for some reason I thought Raynor was going to proxy RAX. Have created the Eternal Empire, the epic macro games, and Golden Wall, the weird, like, wait, what is he doing? Where is he going? How is this working? Sort of matches. So a healthy mix. And everything else is a little in between. But Eternal Empire is your... where are you going? It's a fake! He wants this to be scouted, I think. He's not actually going to build a RAX. He just wants the Overlord to see him potentially building a RAX. But it's too late. Wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you hiding the SCV? If he hides the SCV, then Raynor doesn't see it with his Overlords. So when the SCV shows up, it looks like a proxy RAX. This timing looks like a proxy. Oh my god! It's perfect! He just got close enough. He's like, oh, you see me? Let me build a bunker. Build a bunker. Do it! Do it, you know? Sell it! Come on, sell it! Raynor brings one drone. He does not respect it. Ino's 100% trying to bait him. It's like, well, I didn't proxy RAX, but you can never be too sure. Raynor said, well...
bullshit!
And he will move on with his life. And just pulls back. He tried. I think he's a little salty at how badly the proxy RAX went last time. And the time before. Will the Reaper kill a Ling? Has he upgraded that Clem perk yet? Whoop. In Cero versus Clem, the Reaper always killed 2 Lings. Why is it that no one else's Reaper ever kills 2 Ling? I don't understand it. He gets nothing. Good day. Marines looking to block out Ovies. Pretty consistently building too. Is it going to be battlecruisers again? Whoop. Nope. No, thank you. A 3rd command center before the starport even finishes. Innovation laying down the greed again. Raynor really pumping out the drones. Almost killed a lane. Brenda? What, Karen? What? We were protecting the 3rd. We will creep towards the main. Okay? Or will we? Maybe later. Maybe I'll do it. I'll just take a nap first. Oh, I'm so tired. Brenda, you're the one with the energy. Shh. I need it for transfuse. You never know. Stim. Right off the bat. No hint of battlecruiser here. It looks like he's just going to go straight into a like early 3-base timing. Could this be with Hellbats? TY has done some fancy Hellbat stim timings. I don't think so. This is just... it could just be straight up, like, barely any pressure at all. Yep. He's adding on 2 more racks. This is straight... like, this is it. His harass is a Viking, 2 Hellions, and a Reaper. That's the end of it. When are we ever gonna creep towards the main? Shut up, Karen. He'll never get into... they've never gotten into the main before. There's no creep at the main. Shh. But she's right for once, though. Like, come on. Wow, quick Spire out of Reynor. Already finished up that lair. Shuts down the creep at the 3rd. Like, really, though, you do have to get at least that one tumor so the queens can get back to the main. Because if it was battlecruiser, as we saw in Golden... Oh! Catches and kills. Hellions and Reaper, not a huge deal, but that was pretty much all the potential creep denial. So now Innovation has been scouted. Everyone knows what's on the table here, and by that I mean only Reynor knows. Innovation does not know about the Quickspire. He saw the lair morphing. He can make his assumptions. Shuts down a mule, does Reynor. No evolution chambers yet. It's going to be Muta's first, upgrades second. And don't you dare build your Evo chambers at your third. I don't want to see any more of it. Build them like a normal... Thank you. Thank you. And also Baneling speed. Don't forget Baneling speed. Reynor. 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 The amount of people who delay their Baneling speed is making me very concerned. Because if you don't have Baneling speed with Mutas, then the Mutas can just get shut down by the first group of Marines. It's a lot of Mutas. He obviously wants a lot of Mutas. But Baneling speed is like the second most important thing besides making sure these Mutas are effective. So, even more important than the upgrades, I would say. Of course, you want to get upgrades quickly, but here come the Mutas. They're flying in. He's called his banners, and the flock comes together from all the hatcheries. The Mutas are spotted. I don't think Innovation is surprised. He's getting Baneling speed now. We will see. Raynor, 75 drones at 6. For those of you, Winter, you say in your guides 50 drones by 8 minutes, but that sounds hard. Well, Raynor's at 80 at 7 minutes, and he's got a dozen Mutas on the way. I don't want to hear any... Just play like Raynor. He only has 420 APM. I'm sure you could blaze quite that fast. The Muta's looking for the Hellions. I don't know why there's still Hellions. I thought he killed the Hellions. I guess he built a couple more. Innovation understands the best defense is a good offense. These are 1-1 combat shield Marines against no Baneling speed, 0-0 Ling Bane. All he needs to do is zone out the Mutas. The problem is if like 2 Banelings connect, then suddenly the Mutas have a critical mass and can easily kill these Marines. The only reason they don't is because of this positioning. But, oh, wait a second. Here come the reinforcements. Raynor looking for a surround. The tanks are unsieged. No opportunity here. Raynor just needs to buy time for his upgrades. Just looking for whatever he can get. He's got a great economy. Baneling speed is done in a split second. He's going to use it. Catapulting off the creep? No. Zerglings into the third. The Raynor special. Serving him up a play to counterattack. And Innovation has to choke it down. Meanwhile, though, some queens. Brenda! Oh, why are we always in front? 6 SCVs go down. A whole bunch of... They're still just Zerglings. What is this, Inno? With the impressionist wall? I have no idea what this is. Like, he just kind of took his controller out and put the depots there. But here comes Raynor from both sides. Great split from Inno so far. He stands his ground against the Banelings, and he succeeds. But there's more Banelings where that came from. Trying to split back. Meanwhile, during all this, Raynor hit him with a counterattack. There was no opportunity to defend. The timing impeccable. The defense is impregnable. The Muta's unstoppable. And Raynor unflappable. 84 to 140 supplies the result. 77 to 44 workers. Inno has 2-2 on the way. Raynor has a commanding position. The reverse sweep is on the table. The only thing is the 2-2 timing. The army supplies are kind of close to even. This means if you get caught off a creep, Banelings aren't nearly as effective. And the Mutas have to take a winning fight. Mutas are still a liability as much as they are a tool. You have a lot of resources invested in them. You find the wrong angle, and you can find a much worse position in the game. The creep was beaten back at the 4th, but is continuing on the other side. 2-2 starts for Raynor. Did he start his infestation pit yet? No, he's not going to Hive. Not yet. I think he wants to max out and slam. But will Innovation be able to stop? Stop him. Could have finished. I stopped the sentence as well. 2-2, finishing up for Inno. This is the watershed moment now. Raynor is maxed, but Inno has a strong army. It comes down to a big, strong fight, and oh no, that's not how you want things to start if you're a Terran fan. The medevacs obliterated, the banelings overrunning, Raynor into the third. Innovation beaten back to his natural. Almost no ground left to retreat to, enough Marines to hold for now. +3 attack starts. Inno is on his last legs. There's almost nowhere left. He's on 3 bases against 5. Raynor starts his infestation, but the only thing Innovation has is a strong army supply and upgrades. Otherwise, there's a lot of bad things happening. Ooh, the Marines struggling. Really, he just runs him over. He just runs him out. No more RAX, no more Marines, only Raynor with a decisive victory in what looked to be close and then suddenly wasn't. The counterattacks perfectly timed. Innovation's cheeses thwarted. And Raynor moves on, keeping his chances of facing Cyril in another enthralling ZVZ finals alive. Hopefully, you enjoyed my breakdown of this match. Like, subscribe, ring the bell gently. What do you think? What happened to Inno? He had it, but then he let it slip. Raynor holds on. Should have played Mac more, I think. What do you think? Thank you for watching. Thank you to DreamHack as well for putting these replays out there. You can find the replay pack on DreamHack, SC2 Twitter, if you want to check them out yourself. But I hope you enjoyed someone else talking over them for you. Thank you for watching. Good luck.